This person was happily agreeing to the social experiment, and then he knew it was going to be filmed for YouTube. He agreed. He knew it was about ethics and values. He volunteered to come and speak, and then when he tied himself up in a little bit of knots around his inconsistency with arguments around animal ethics and how he, well, we'll find out, but I've agreed to blow his face out.
It's Spanish rescue. So yeah, got a lot of dogs. Always have done, and we had to. Unfortunately, we lost a little one last year, so 18 months ago, and yeah. So but we've got Bugs, and he's kind of the
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So we're the same. We haven't got any pets at the moment, but we've had dogs in the past.
Yeah.
And they're part of the family, would you say?
Oh, massively, yeah, massively. So myself, my wife, are quite. We work a lot, both quite career driven, and we don't have any kids to it, so we're just kind of fun, just because we're both working, and so what you call dinks, I guess. So he's very much kind of the centre of our the house and our world. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm just going to pose a hypothetical to you.
Yeah, of course.
If you were walking down here down the front by the beach, for example,
sure,
and you saw someone kicking a dog,
yeah,
what would you do? And I'm going to give you three choices,
okay,
which I think it would basically boil down to three essential choices. One, you could walk on, and do nothing. One, you could join in, and two, you could either try and stop them, or if you didn't feel it was safe enough, you could shout for help, call the police. What would you do?
I would 100% stop them. I would potentially kick them back, and get the dog out of there ASAP. Yeah.
And why is it so important in terms of animals? And it's clear to me, correct me if I'm wrong, that you respect Bugsy, the dogs. Why is that? Why is it important to respect them?
I think they're equal, or if not more, important than humans. I think that they've got every right to feel safe and be looked after, and I think we normally choose them, bring them into our homes, not the other way around. So I think they should be looked after, and we should make every effort to make them feel loved, and
Really? Sorry, I'm just looking around because that's been blown over a little bit, and I'm just looking over the tripod. It's not the best.
No worries.
I'm a bit distracted. Right, that's what it is.
No, that's fine.
I'm just checking. If you see it in the corner of your eye going over, let me know.
Cool, I'll be on it. Yeah, no worries.
So would it be fair to say that they're individuals? They also, are motivated towards positive experiences like us humans are. They've got their own families. They don't deserve to be subjected to pain.
Definitely.
They should have their own bodily autonomy. And they should have the basic right, at least, not to decide for their own body, and not others to decide for them. Hurt them in other ways.
Definitely. Yeah, I think.
Okay, so Jacob, where I'm going with this is I'm an animal rights activist.
Right.
So I also advocate for the rights of all animals.
Right.
I think in society, typically, and until a number of years ago, I didn't really seem to make the connection. But we're very disconnected as a society, I think it's fair to say, in terms of, dogs born into dogs' body, they're born into our body, we don't choose, they don't choose. But pigs, cows, chickens, sheep, all these other animals, fish, they are born into their own body. And we've got an awful lot of research to say that we don't need to use animals for food, for entertainment, for clothing, etc. So my question would be, why do we still do it?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think that's just kind of how we're conditioned by society to kind of think that that's the norm. I'm from Dorset, so kind of used to running around farms, and it's kind of very much kind of part and parcel of everyday life. People have got cows and sheep, and often in their farms, or so. Yeah, definitely can relate to the question that you just asked. I think it is very much just part of the norm, what we used to.
But do you think there were things in history that used to be normal that we now say are unacceptable and foreign?
I think you could look back at many things. There's many things that I think that there's definitely a lot of things like this. There's a really good Netflix documentary where it talks about being vegan lifestyle, the benefits that you get, in the gym and that kind of thing.
Is that Game Changers?
Yes. Yeah. So a really good documentary. It talks about the kind of benefits for both men and women, to be fair. But I think that think I think it's just very much part and parcel of kind of the lives that we live in.
But what about you though? Because it seems to me you're very sort of passionate person, intelligent person. You recognise that these animals, individuals, pig is actually more intelligent than dog. Were you aware of that?
No, I can imagine that. To be fair,
they're the fourth most intelligent animal on the planet.
Yeah.
Dogs are a little bit less, but it's still intelligent. But actually, for me, it's not about intelligence anyway. It's about something I don't have heard the phrase sentience.
Right.
Sentience just means that they've got consciousness, got the capacity to feel pain, to feel joy, to have a range of emotions, to be motivated towards positive experiences, trying to avoid negative experiences, just want to be free and live our lives.
Yeah, I think it's just comes down to the individual. I think very respect of people's views, people. People. I'm not condoning the treatment of some animals because I think that's often not right. But I think that every person has to make a conscious choice of whether or not they want to be vegan or they want to be pescatarian or they want to be a meat eater. I think it's got to come down to.
Going back to that hypothetical though, wouldn't that be just their choice to pick a dog if they decided they wanted to eat it later?
See, I don't think I can see where you're going with that, and I can see the kind of the kind of the answer that you want me to react to that with. But at the same time, I do see that as different. But I can see why the hypothetical situation would be the same.
Or if we just farm dogs, then would that be okay? Would it be okay to say, well, that's their choice? They do it in some countries.
Yeah.
And
I don't think that's. Yeah.
If we to extend that to this country, would that be okay?
No, I'm not saying that. But I'm not saying that at all.
Well, I suppose the point I'm making is there's no difference between Bugsy here and a pig. There's another individual. You know, if Bugsy was in a slaughterhouse, their experience would be exactly the same as a pig, would it not?
Potentially, mate. Yeah, I guess so. And when you think about it like that, you're probably right in saying that. But at the same time, I do think that's unfortunately is we're not as a society we're not brought up to eat dog. I'm not brought up to eat cat. That's not kind of normal rational thinking. Do you know what I mean? And obviously you go along with what how you've been raised and how you've been nurtured, and you go along with same as you're not going to go and eat a pigeon. You know what I mean? Because no one's.
But why not? You say it's not saying it's not rational, but for them who have been doing that all their lives, it is. And they probably might think, we're not saying rational eating chickens, for example.
Yeah.
It's not like you get much meat on a chicken. Then what's the point of that?
Yeah, well, I guess I get what you're trying to. I get where you're getting at.
Where I'm going with it, Jacob, is it seems to me you're a free thinker. You need to, and for me, I don't want to just follow the crowd. I want to think for myself what's fair, what's right. I consider myself a fair person.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
I think, but I'm going to shoot, mate. But
can I give you a
of course, can, mate. Of course, can.